I'm escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Service booth located on the lower level.
Come on, let's go. Zebra, zebra.
Mike's by four.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw is Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
You got three down.
12.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
52, 55, 52.
The first NFL carry here for the rookie Royce Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Here we go, boys.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Takes 52 and 55, 52. Here goes
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4
Here goes hot. Right 20.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Right 52. Get hot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You got 4. You got 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now it's Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They run it with Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Wilson. Now he's forced out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense by signing Case Keenum at quarterback. That should calm down that position and open up possibilities on the offensive side of the ball.
20. Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange!
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Hey, orange, orange!
On 1st down, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Jam, jam.
Keenum now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again. Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are in for 6. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it. And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Gun. Hey. Tempo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the Seahawks on third down.
19.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19. Alert, alert. 3 down. Shotgun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Wilson now, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
14, find it. Check. 3 down. 12. Mike's by 4.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Wilson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Peko. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
47 to Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
3 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Run! Right 20!
You got 4.
Get out!
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
14. Gotta go. I got you. Gun.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's run. They run it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Jam!
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go!
Watch tight end's right.
Hey, 52! Hey, go Roger!
Now a handoff looking right. Spinning away. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, boys.
Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30.
Get hot. Get hot.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go, let's go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
On 53. Get hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
On second down, here's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Come on, let's
So
go.
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
12, 12, 12.
Now Wilson to throw again. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had their... Lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Let's go work.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Hey, we are 19. Let's go, 14. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw again is Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good, 4 down, 4 down. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
3 down, 12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got three.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Keenum to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He completes it to Bryant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Keenum now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Throwing again is Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, twisting away. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
4 down. Alert.
On 53.
Slam.
22. 22.
Oh, not running. Keenum wants to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
We go side. Mike 20.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the cut.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Todd Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's back to throw. It's caught right side, Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Run it, run it, run it. Alert, alert. 3 down, 18. Shot.
Back to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Come on, let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun. 3 down. Hey. Shot it. 3 down.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got it. 18.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
There.
Shotgun.
Throwing now is Wilson. Able to power through. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down. Got it.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Gun.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Down. Side. Like 20. 22.
Keenum wants to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Denver, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the